Hi everyone, my name is Anastasia. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do tutorial following step-by-step tutorial by Andreea, and it is a no makeup. So I'm really excited to do this makeup because I think it's applicable in so many different situations. It's either you have a really special date or you just have a work, Zoom, call meeting, or anything like that. I think this makeup will be really good for any kind of occasion. And as you can see right now, I do have a little bit of a left of the cold sore. And I think it's really cool to show you guys that no matter what, it's life, things happen. And we still have to move on with our things and just do your best with your makeup and just go with it. And I think I just want to show that even if you have a cold sore, it's okay, right? Life happens. So I'm going to start the video.
We're gonna make people think that you literally just roll out of bed and you look fat.
Yes, I'm looking fabulous.
And it really bothers you. Use a primer, the one that's going to smooth a little bit the skin. I like.
Okay, so I'm going to use a primer as well. Just maybe let me have primer. So again, in this tutorial, I'm going to use this, pretty much all my products is going to be the Sephora line product. So this is the primer I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm going to apply it to different parts of my face, just with my fingers, nothing fancy, as I have enlarged pores in T-zone and everything like this. I think it's really nice and cool to use primer just to fill all these pores and make it even. Okay, and again, if you guys have something like a cold sore, make sure you're not touching this area and not spreading this all over your face. So make sure you're using like a single-use Q-tips or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to use a Q-tip right here and apply a little bit of a primer on a cold sore area as well, just because it's really dry and I need some moisture as well. So again, in my case, just because I do have a cold sore, you have to clean this area a little bit more. So my cold sore is already on a day 3, I believe so. And that's mean that I have to, you have a little scab, right? So in order to put anything on a cold sore area, usually I don't really put anything, but in case, like say, if you still want to have a makeup on for whatever occasion you have to clean this area really carefully. So if you have a scab already, do not put any makeup on a scab area, because it's really thick, it's really uneven. When you try to put anything there, any kind of a makeup, it's going to lay really unevenly and it's going to draw attention even more to cold sore. But I think what you would love to do with the makeup, right, is just to cover it. So what you usually do, you put a little bit of hot towel, right, on a cold sore area, or let's say if you're going to a shower for 10 minutes, that can work also. You are just letting this to moist a little bit this area, and after the shower you just taking a little separate towel, not your main towel, and trying to rub it this area a little bit, so then the scab can come off. So when the scab is off, then the area is a little bit more even and it's ready for the makeup. So yes, as I said, I already put all my primer. So
this one from Dr. Siva, it doesn't have that very silicone texture that I actually do not like. This has vitamin C, it's a little brightening. Now instead, I would rather use a medium cover foundation, use less, but have a little bit of that coverage. NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is a great foundation to be built. You can make it super lightweight, you can make it a little bit heavier if you need it. It's an everyday foundation. Here.
So she's using foundation medium coverage. I'm going to use foundation medium coverage as well. And my foundation is the Sephora line. Okay. So I'm going to put my foundation on as well. Let's see what she's doing, how she's applying it.
Here are 2 pumps. I'm using a Sigma round rookie F82 brush, and I start from the middle of the face.
Middle face. Okay, so what she's doing, but I'm going to use this little sponge. So instead, so she's having things like here and there, right? So yes, she's putting the main points of the foundation in here, and then she's just spreading everything, I'm assuming, right?
And spread the foundation towards the outer parts of your face.
Oops.
As little as possible on the nose.
Okay, so that's what she's doing. She's spreading everything. Okay. Just like that, we are going to spread foundation. And again, guys, when I'm going to be closer to the cold sore area, I'm not going to use the same sponge because I don't want to contaminate any of my brushes or sponges with the virus. I'm going to use single-use Q-tips for that. Okay, I think I need a little bit more in here just to cover this redness. Okay, just like that. And then for this area, I'm going to use 2 things. I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to use the Q-tip as well. So first I'm going to use my finger and just apply it carefully around it, right? Just like that. And then try to blend it with the Q-tip. Just like that, okay? So I'm going to wash my finger off with some antiseptic also so that I'm not going to contaminate my face. Okay, just a little extra step.
You can go over with my finger, especially in the nose. In this part of the face, we're going to have like a super thin layer of foundation. Make sure that you spread your foundation down the neck just a little bit.
Oh yeah, I didn't spread it.
If I were to choose one foundation that I could use all year long, I would rather have a medium coverage foundation because with a very light coverage foundation, you can't really build much. So if you want to transform your foundation into like more of an evening look, you can't really. But a medium coverage foundation, you can play with it. You can even mix it with a little bit of moisturizer and make it thinner and spread it all over your face, and it will look very, very natural. So keep that in mind when you're buying a foundation. You don't need 5 foundations. You need one that is good and that is going to save you from all the situations possible.
Yes, boss.
Right here, I still have probably a pump left. I'm taking like with my finger. Center. I've got some hyperpigmentation.
I don't think so. I'm going to put anything here. I think it looks okay.
And that really diminished this area right here.
Okay.
So I apply just a tiny little bit more. I'm coming closer so you can see how the skin looks like. There's still some imperfection. You can still see some blemishes here and there.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I still have a little bit of imperfections here too, but that's fine, right? It's not a heavy makeup look.
See through your foundation. Before I'm applying concealer, I'm going to contour. Don't think about that crazy contour thing. I'm going to show you in a second what we're going to do. But let me explain why you want to contour. Because it just gives your face a bit more dimension. When you apply foundation, your skin is like a white canvas. Lifts a little bit the cheeks, maybe you have a large forehead. You want to slide brush and take your product onto a brush. If you want to just make your life easier, just take it with the brush and don't apply directly on your face. Now, I'm using this Fenty Beauty Match Sticks. This is in the color Mocha. When you want to contour your face, you don't want to use something that's way too yellow or way too orange or too red. You want to use a little bit like the same color as your natural shadows. Now, if you look right here, okay, or if you look like right here, I already have a natural shadow, right, with colors in it, grayish brown.
Okay, natural shadow.
It's not too cool as in gray. I don't like when it's too gray. And
okay.
I just prefer to use like super gray contour. That's not my thing. You're gonna start from the hairline. It's somewhere in here. We've got a big bone right here. Under it, there's like a gap. There's like a hollow in there. That's where you want to contour. That's where you want to apply your contour, like just like this. And then from here, you want to very, very light strokes, very, very light movements. You want to spread this upwards. If, let's just say you have...
Okay, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use the Hoola Mini. And this is the the bronze. This is what I'm going to use. Okay, so from the hairline, she said, and like that, and then like that. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing in here from the hairline down. So this is where my cheekbones end, so this is where I'm applying my shadows. Okay. So I'm applying still bronzer, and I'm trying to follow exactly the same steps what she's doing, and trying not to make it too dark, because it's so easy, right? You're just doing a couple strokes and all of a sudden it's too dark. So okay.
Have a heavy hand if you apply too much. Take your foundation brush. That way it's really, really good to have different brushes for foundation, contour. So if you get too much,
I think it's enough.
I don't really need to contour my forehead.
For me.
It's so tiny. But in order to make this look very real, okay, we are going to apply just a tiny little bit of that contour right at the base.
Okay, and then I'm going to do same as she's doing, where I'm going to apply a little bit contour in here at the base of the hairlines. It doesn't help when there is so many hairs in here. Well, I'm trying to do my best just to blend this so it's not so obvious. Okay, just like that.
Your hairline. The older we get, we've got this little color right here. You don't want to emphasize that. That's actually what makes you look older. So if you want to contour at all your forehead, you want to apply it right at the base of your hairline.
Yeah,
so,
right at the base.
Pencil brush. You could also use this to contour your lips. Like if you're
Again, and then we're taking the pencil brush, the smaller brush, and with the same contour, we're going to apply it in here. That's what she said, right? So I'm going to apply a little bit of a color here and here. Okay, just like that. Just following the steps, and we'll see what's going to happen. Okay, and then
lips are very thin, and if you want to make them look bigger, this is one trick that, for example, J-Lo uses. And you don't have to use a lot of product. I apply a little bit under my lip right here. That's going to make it look a little bit more like this, a little bit higher than where my natural lip line is.
Okay, and then we're going to use a smaller brush and going to use the same color and going to apply it under the lid. Okay. And a little bit higher. Okay. Just like that. Okay.
Use the Dirt Your Money Power Fabric Concealer. It does not have huge coverage, but for what we need, I think that it's just perfect. You could even take a blending brush, like a 217 brush, for blender.
Okay, and I am going to use concealer by Sephora. Okay, so it's just a called Bright Future Color Sephora Concealer, just so like you can see. I'm going to mimic exactly what she's doing. Where's my mirror? Okay. Just because it's a no makeup tutorial, we're not going to put too much. Okay. Here, where's my brush? Oh, right here. So I'm going to blend it. Okay, just like that. Under the eye. Okay.
Now with what's left on my brush, I'm just going to do a quick swipe on my mobile lid.
Okay, quick swipe on my mobile
also
lid.
a little bit on that Bravo. It's going to very, like slightly cover if you have those powder. Just to set everything in place. I'll take my Laura Mercier just because it's the one that I trust and throughout the years.
Okay, so now we're going to use powder, and I'm going to use the powder by Sephora, just called Translucent Setting Powder. Okay.
I realize it's the best for my skin. So I think about
That's the one.
Brush. This is a Hoola Purple Town brush. It's actually a blush brush. And then making sure my concealer didn't crease. It actually did not crease because I've used a tiny little bit of that product. And now only, I'm going to set my concealer. Take a little bit more of that powder. And push it out.
Okay, so let me double check my concealer that it's not creased. Okay, I'm going to fix it a little bit if it is. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to use my powder. Okay, so just the setting powder. I think I forgot my brush for the powder, so I'm going just to clean this one and use it for the powder. And then. Okay. So she's setting the concealer first with the powder. Okay, and then under the nose. Okay. And then what else?
I hate it when that place shines. Very little on the forehead. Okay, now
just a little bit on the forehead. Okay.
We're going to do the brows just a tiny little bit, and for me, the most natural product for my eyebrows is this brow stick from Colossal. And I know I should have applied this on bare skin, but let's just pretend I thought this isn't a color brown. What I love about it,
I'm using the Sephora brand one for the brows, so that's the one. Okay, and what I'm going to do with my eyebrows, I'm going to brush them into the direction I want to. I'm not going to use any wax or anything like that, just follow what she's doing. And just because it's a more of a natural look, I'm just going to fill just a couple areas right here and at the end to make them slightly fuller. Okay. Just like that. Not too much. Okay. And what I kind of like about this brush, that I can smudge the pencil lines and make them not as apparent and as harsh looking. Okay, so quickly doing same thing, and here I'll put my face a little bit closer to you guys. You can see, just like that. Feeling these spots where the hair are not as thick. Right? And then again, smudge it with the brush. For a more natural look. Just like that.
Optional step. You don't have to do this, but I feel like it makes such a big difference. I'll take the Sephora. It's called Micro Glide Liner, and it's waterproof. And I apply it in between my lashes.
Okay, so she's using the liner. I'm going to use just the normal pencil, eyeliner black pencil. This is just from like a drugstore, nothing really crazy, nothing fancy. And what she's doing, what she's saying, she's using eyeliner and I'm using just the pencil. She's actually putting the liner right in here, just between the eyebrows, not on the top of the, not the eyebrows, on it, just between the lashes. So that's what she's doing. Just to give just a little bit more dimension, just a little bit more darker color between the eyelashes. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Exactly same, but just with a pencil. Okay, and I don't know if you can guys even see it on a video, but it's just a really settled addition of the black color.
Not on the upper waterline. I'm not tightlining because it's going to transfer right here. And if you've got oily eyelids, it's going to smudge. No, don't do that.
Yeah, so this is the look. I don't know if you can really see, but I just applied it right here and right here.
Maybe in the video you will not actually see the difference, but I promise you, in real life it just opens up the eye and it just makes your lashes look black, and it also makes it look like you've got a super micro thin eyeliner.
Okay.
So take your highlighter. It doesn't matter if it's a cream highlighter or a powder.
Okay, I'm using the BECCA highlighter from Sephora.
Their skin, and when you actually apply it, it's sort of like a hybrid bronzer highlighter. It's not really highlighter. Highlighter is supposed to have the same color. It's not really a color. It's supposed to have like the same shine as your natural skin color. Like you see the shine that I felt like right here in the middle of my face, in the middle of my nose. Check this out. If I take this Magic Luminati from RMS and if I apply like right here, it still has the same color as my skin, right? It's sort of like transparent. It just shines. That's what you want. And I won't be involved.
Okay, so she's putting a little bit of highlighter on her nose. Okay. Let me see. Ouch. Okay. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter and put it here. And then she's putting it a little bit here. Okay. She said a little bit. Okay. Just like that. Okay.
Like I said, you take your highlighter that has very, very similar color with the natural shine. Can you see like right here in the middle? If I open my eyes, I've got a little bit of like lighter spot. Check out what happens if I apply it in here.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to use the brush. I think it's going to be easier for me to use the brush and apply it in the middle, in here of the eye, lid, but closer to the lashes. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if you can see, maybe I can just scooch over a little bit so you guys see. Okay, and here same thing. Just like that. Okay.
It's like such a small gesture that, I don't know, just brightens the eye. It just makes me look like, hi, good to see you. You know, it's sweet and fresh. So I love this trick. I like to apply it also in the inner corner of my eye. You could absolutely apply
in the inner corner of the eye. Okay, also we are going to do same thing. We are going to apply it in the inner corner of the eye, a little bit of a highlighter. Okay, highlighter a little bit. Okay, and on the Cupid's bow.
When you're like,
okay, Cupid's bow. Somewhere here, I can run. Mine is not really big and distinctive to start with, but I'm just following the steps. Okay, so I'm just putting it somewhere here. Okay.
And here, I feel like with some women work, with some women it looks like no. Now because we applied it like super close to the lashes and not actually where the folds are going on right here, this product is not going to crease at all. Now you want to lift those eyelashes. You use this eyelash curler. This is from Mercier.
I'm going just to use the normal one, really cheap, really basic curler from the drugstore, and I'm going to curl my eyelashes. One, and two. Okay.
And give my lashes a good lift. Now I'm going to use a mascara that I normally don't really use because it's more on the natural side. Like it gives you very natural lashes, and I usually like super big black lashes. But for this look, we want to look like we just rolled out of bed, right? And we look fabulous. So I'll use this Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. It's a good.
And I'm going to use the normal one, just the Maybelline from the drugstore. Yay!
Mascara. Don't get me wrong, I've used it before. You'll see, it does the job. But what I'm looking for right now is to apply mascara at the base of my lashes like this, without going to the length.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same, but of course mine doesn't really look like hers, but I'll try to do the same thing still. So try just to put it at the base and not to smudge it to the end of the lashes as much as it's possible. Okay? I don't know if you can see, guys. Just like that. Just like that. Ouch. I don't think so. It's possible. It's spreading. It's spreading. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take a little Q-tip and save the situation. Ouch. Here we go. And take off this at the ends because we don't need it. Okay.
And instead of applying mascara all the way, like I'm going to pull the last few lashes like this, and I'm going to coat them with.
Okay, and I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to do the same thing what she's doing. she is applying the color on her side lashes right here, like that. Just like that. Oh, I think I didn't curl mine enough, so I'm just trying to put it in place with my finger. I notice if the mascara is still wet enough, you can kind of set in place certain eyelashes just with your finger. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay.
With mascara. And if I look in front, you see like elongates a bit the eye, but not crazy. It doesn't look like I have eyeliner. Like it does that little wing situation that I absolutely love. You know, guys, in makeup, it's the small things. But you want to give your skin back its shine. Same RMS. I like to take it with my finger. But right after you apply your moisturizer, your skin has a very beautiful shine. You want to imitate that. You can do it.
Okay, so let's put a little bit of a shine on my skin as well. So we're going to take this highlighter and apply it same way that she's doing. Okay, where's my... Okay... Right here. Just like that. Probably just a little bit more. Okay. And same thing in here. Maybe more, maybe just a little bit more. Okay, I think it's enough shine, as we're going to the really natural look, right?
Do it with a creamy highlighter. Don't get too close to this area because that's where you've got...
I think I'm not going to,
now,
right?
Take your favorite lip balm, just anything you have that is very moisturizing, and do this for a few seconds. This product, in combination with just any lip balm, just use any lip balm of your choice. It gives the lips like this super natural, beautiful color. Of course, you can use a lip liner, and I love it's working. Like the lips look so natural at the end. Maybe at the beginning you're like, what is she doing? Like right here. It's together. You know what? This is the final look. And even though it probably took like what, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, so and what I'm going to put, just because I have a cold sore, right? So I don't really want to put too much of the product on my lips. So still going to use a little color. So I'm going to put the little Q-tip, and I'm going like take a little Q-tip, and I'm using a MAC color. What is it called? Just give me a sec. A MAC 203 color lipstick right here, and I'm going to put a little bit of color on here again, just because right here, just because I have a cold sore. I don't want to spread and touch my product, my lipstick, with my lips necessarily, at least not right now. And I'm going to spread this color all over my lips, just a little bit. I just put just a little bit of a lipstick on my lips, just to have a little bit of a color, right? But I didn't put too much, just because I have a cold sore here and I don't want to overwhelmed with a lot of product around it. So pretty much that's it. That's what the look is. So we just did a little bit of eyebrows, a little bit of foundation. We just highlighted some parts to have it to have the look a little bit more brighter, a little bit lighter. And honestly, I really like this technique because it's relatively simple for the beginners to follow, right? And it doesn't give you a heavy makeup look. It's a really nice, it's a really light makeup look, and I think you can wear it anywhere on any occasion. So yes, guys, that's it. That's the end of my video. Thank you so very much for watching. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.